Hello friends, welcome to my channel Tech Developer. This is the second video related to the Spring Boot application series in which we will just create the package structure and you will know betterly that what package structure you should follow when you are creating any Spring Boot project or a good Java project. The package structure tells that you are following the PMO standards and you are doing the development in a very good manner. So let's start. This is the default package which was created by the application, that is a com.techdev.todo application, which is fine. Now we will create the package for controller. Right click on it, just create it and new and then class. Sorry, uh, we will create the package first. The package name will be the controller, in which we will have a REST controller which will handle the request to your application. After that, we will create some package for the domain or the user, means the database tables, or you can say it as a bean or a model. I am giving the name of the package as a domain. It will contain the tables or entities related to the database. And after the domain, let's create a package for form. In form package, it will contain the classes or the request body for your application or for your request. After that form, we will creating a package for DTO. DTO will be the data transfer object, which will just be like a JSON object, which we will return to the client or using the response. And after that, click on package. And after the DTO package, let's create a service package. In this service package, uh, one will be the interface, and let's create a IMPL package inside the service for the implementation of this service. After that, create a package for the repository. This repository will contain the JPA repositories, and then create a one package for utils, in which we will just uh, keep the classes which we will entirely using the project, like date utils, string utils, and some common stuff which we will use throughout the application. So utils package has been done. Now let's create important package that is called as a config package. Right click on it, package for config. In this package we will done all the configurations. After the config package, we will create the package for, let's say, uh, security. After that, we will create a package for form has been exception. It will contain all the exception handling classes, and I think all the packages has been done. If some other packages will be there, then I will let you know in the another video. So in this video, this is the only thing which we have learned. We just created number of packages. Let me tell you each and every package and the meaning of that package, why we have created that package, and what we will use, or means what we will keep in these packages. So first of all, to do, that was the default package we have created when the application was created. that is related to handling the main application or main class. Then after we have created a package for the config, in this config package we will have all the configuration related to the web or whatever the throughout the application we need some configuration. So all the configuration will be done in this config package. After that we have the package for controller. It will contain all the REST controller or REST endpoints for which we will handle the request related to the application. Then after that we have created a one package for domain. Domains are basically used, or I am saying the domain here is as a database class or entity which will be creating or which will be using a domain means a table in the database. And the after that we have created a DTO package. DTO package will be just the return JSON or the some details from the database we fetch and give it back to the client. For that handling, we are saying here the DTO package. For exceptions package, we will create all the exception handling classes in this package. And to the form package will contain all the request body or the form data available in the class. And after that, the two repository package we will having the all the JPA repository in this package. And after that, about the security configurations will be handled in the security package. And we have created after that the service package. Service package will be used for creating an interface service, and the implementation of that service interface will be in the IMPL package inside the service package. And then we have created the utils package. One more package I came to remember, that one package will be related to the validation. Let's say the package dot validation. In this validation we will have the package annotations inside. Let's remove it. The annotation package will be under the validation package. So you can rename this package. Just go to it and refactor and rename. And to after to do, just we will put validation dot annotation. Okay. So click on OK. It will rename the package. Okay, so validation annotation package has been created. Inside the annotation package, we will create another package for group, and another package inside the annotation, that is sequence. I will let you know that what are these. So first of all, we have created the validation package. In validation package, we will keep all the validations related stuff, means the annotations which we will create our custom annotation for validating the request. So it will having all the annotation classes. And after that, in the annotation group, actually when you go to the validation and when you have a multiple validation in one of the form or one of the request body, then for managing the sequence of validation, you need to create the group. In this group, you will know that means what to what group the validation is created for, and after that we have created a package for validation.annotation.sequence, means the sequence in which the groups will be handled to validate the request body. And let's create another package which is related to the constant. So it will be to do dot constant. In constant package we will have a package for enums, and after that in a constant package let's rename it to do dot constants. Yeah. So after that, inside the constant package, we will create the package for message. Uh, you can say the constant related to the messages will be inside this. So these were the packages which we'll use further in our application. Let me change the package representation so that you can easily understand the packages. So inside the to-do application or the to-do package, we have one the config package, one the constant package. Inside the constant package, we are having the enums and the message package, one controller package inside the to-do package, and the domain package, DTO package, exception package, form package, repository package, security package, service package, and inside the service, we have the IMPL package for implementation of this service. And after that we will have a utils package, and then for validation package we will having the annotations inside that. Inside the annotations package we will creating the groups and the sequence package. So I think for this video it is enough, and in next video we will continue our Spring Boot application, and we will try to do some configuration, or some we will create the REST APIs and another stuff related to the project development. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Hope you like this video. Please kindly share this channel with the others, and if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe it, and you will learn a lot of things in a very good manner. I will try to help you all, and don't forget to click on the bell icon for the continuous notification. So bye for now. Please keep watching. Thank you.